Hey y'all, I'm Shana, and I'm back with another review for The Never Ever Met, Season 2, Episode 3. My mouth is dry. Like, I already know my lips is chapped. I don't got time to run back and get my lip gloss, because if I do, it's going to be dark outside, and this review will never come. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to reapply for remonetization. I don't try to ask for much, but I need y'all to watch the videos, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, because if not, y'all won't see me no more. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. So to prevent that from happening, just tap the buttons. It's free 99. Okay? Let's get into it. So we pick up with Alicia and Irvin still going back and forth, and she says she feels like he's aggressive. I understand that they are getting into, a heated exchange. And it's really not even all that heated if you ask me, but, it's like these trigger words she's using, So she speaks on him being offended that she says she feels unsafe. And I'm like, girl, how was he supposed to react? The man expressed, something that he didn't like. He didn't like that you said he was insecure because he felt the way. I thought his feelings were justified. But I don't know if I can't tell nobody how to feel. Okay. And normally I'm a girl's girl, but it's something about Alicia. Like, I don't know if she's just doing this because she just doesn't like him or what, because I think it's good that he's able to kind of express himself and communicate when he has a problem. And he said something like several times before it got to the point where it escalated. Now you could be like, hey, I don't like your tone or whatever, but saying words like aggressive and I feel unsafe, like, a woman saying that to a man, especially a black man, we know, what kind of alarm that rings off. Now, I think they need to just end it and go home, but that's just me. So we have Jared and Charlie. They having a chat regarding like next steps in their relationship and who should move where. He's like, well, I only got a 3-bedroom house and you got all them kids. He keep dropping them hints. We got so many kids. We the Brady Bunch. Ooh, that's a lot of kids. I don't got enough room for all them kids. But he don't stand firm on what he's saying. Okay, if you're gonna say something like that, you gotta stand on it. Like, you can't just say, oh, well, that's a lot of kids, but I'm willing to try. No, you're a lie. And I knew he was full of it. I knew he was full of it this entire time, but I digress. Let's keep going. So he claims he's over South Carolina and says he's willing to look for jobs in Dallas, and he's just saying whatever he can to GTD. Shout out to Martin. Shout out to Tommy for Get the Draw. Shout out to EJ, the TV Junkie, Miss Kara Speaks, Candy Loves TV, and Monique 69 Ways. I did a panel last night with the ladies. We discussed the Never Ever Mets live. We do it each and every Monday, live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was a good time, good commentary. And if you're not watching, you're missing out. It's on my second channel, Shana_MCD TV. And the link is in my community tab. Okay, so please check out the panel. It was good, y'all. So Charlie tried to bribe him by talking about, I got a 6-bedroom house. It's a really nice house, too. Ain't enough houses in the world gonna make him want to stay with all them kids, but go off, girl. Because now I feel like you're trying to sell yourself to the man. Like, oh, I got a nice house. I got enough space. Like, you have a 1-month-old, 2 other kids you didn't even feel comfortable mentioning to him. You have 4 children, and you're comfortable bringing this man you just met the other day to live in your home? Like, girl, be for real. Girl, anyway. And why y'all get pregnant by everybody y'all date? Like, you don't gotta get pregnant by everybody. Anyway, I digress. But he's full of it, like I said. Now, she's full of it too. But he definitely full of it. We're gonna get into it. Watch to the end, okay? So, Brandon is venting to Alexis and Chris about Keke's drinking. At first, I was like, okay, like the girl's having a drink or two. I like to have a little sippy sip on wine myself. Like, she's not at home. I don't see no children around. She's not at work. Like, let the girl have a drink. But now it is looking like it's starting to be a little problematic. Okay? Like, it is starting to become a problem, it seems. Because I was trying to defend you, Keke girl, but you over there falling over, rolling around, and it's getting a little sloppy. We can't be doing that. So, and then she woke up, and then we see her sleeping the next morning with her thumb in her mouth, and it's like, Keke, you are 29 years old, girl. Like Miss Here said last night, she's too old for this. So, I don't know if she's a lush, but she's helping Brandon's case, unfortunately. So, Brandon talks to Keke about the drinking, and she says she doesn't have a problem. Let me get some light up in here. That's annoying, actually. That's better. Anyway, so he offers her some avocado toast because she don't want to talk about it. Sir, avocado toast. Keke don't want no avocado toast. She been drinking all night. She gotta put something. She need a little something heavier to put on that stomach after a night of drinking. She need a waffle. She need pancakes. What was she supposed to do with avocado toast? But anyway, Chris is talking to Alexis about her being bossy. They sitting outside. Her head wrap that she had on in this scene is giving no nonsense. And I'm going to just leave it there. It's giving no nonsense. I don't play around. So she apologized, and so did he. And he hinted like, oh, well, if we're just friends at the end of this, at least we'll walk away being friends. And she's like, what? He's like, I'm just saying, because we've been friends. Girl, take what's left of your dignity and just gather your things, get your belongings, and just go. I mean, if everybody goes, like I said last night, I guess we won't have a show. But me, I'm going. I'm not staying. Because how much are they paying y'all that y'all saying here that y'all don't want to leave? You know it. This ain't nothing. But I digress. So they kissed, and it was awkward, and it was cringy to me. But okay, it was just forced. Anyway. It's time for another inappropriate group activity, y'all. Y'all know we got to have this each and every episode. Yes, these people just met 2 days ago. Yes, they're going to be doing inappropriate exercises, and it's always heavy on the intimacy. Always. Because it wouldn't be right if it wasn't. So they do the Kama Sutra, and aka intimate poses, and it's like couple against couple competing for a couples massage. So the first couples competing is Alicia and Irvin, and Tatiana and Clay, and they're doing the eagle. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl, but they ain't really look like the Nelly video. It was like they were spread eagle. Alicia, of course, didn't want Irvin touching her. He pushed her leg, and she's like, get back. Get back. Get back. You don't know me like that. And I will say this. When a man that you are not interested in touches you, it feels like an attack. It feels like an attack. Even if he ain't doing nothing, you're like, ooh, he could just be like, excuse me. Like, you're like, ooh, don't, please keep your hands to yourself. So, that she don't like that man. Aesthetically, I think they do look nice together, but if she don't like it, then I can't love it. Now, Clay was doing the most this entire time, he feeling all up on her, up on Tati, grabbing her behind. Like, dang, I hope your parents ain't watching this, because it's just some things, I don't care how old I get, like, I'm just not going to do. Like, it's not for everybody to see. Like, some things need to remain behind closed doors. But, I mean, I guess it's just me, child. I don't know. But anyway, so he was doing all that, and Tatiana felt like he was doing the most. Like, he was like putting 20 on 10, like he was putting on extra, trying to show off, and that's exactly what he was trying to do. And I just wish that she would have said that to him in the moment. Don't tell us in the confessional, tell him. It's your body, girl. But anywho, because she just didn't even want to kiss the other day, and now all this groping, like, back off. Ty and Brittany win the couples massage, and I don't know, because Brittany just don't seem like. EJ was saying she didn't think Brittany liked Ty last night, and at first I was like, why you say that? But then, as the episode goes on, I see why she said that. Like, yeah, definitely not. I don't know, she just settling because, she just wants to have a man around. So she just like, maybe I can make this work, but girl, no. So Clay is sharing his baby mama drama that nobody knows about to Jared, of all people. His story made no sense. He said his ex-fiance moved cross country. She wound up at his door and wound up pregnant. Nobody just pop up pregnant. He ain't even trying like he didn't know if it was his. That's your baby. Because first he said, he said in his confessional last week, I got a child. This week he says, I have a daughter. You know it's your baby, and you're trying to do anything you can so that you can stay on Tatiana's good graces, doing everything you can, but manning up. Just be a man about it. And telling her that you have a baby. Because if you had all this speculation, why you didn't get no DNA test? You know it's your baby. And the ex-fiance, well, what point were y'all engaged? When was she living with you? Was it while you were chit-chatting on the phone with this woman? Wasting her time? Imagine being the baby mama. And you flip on your TV. And this what you see. Ooh, baby, I'll be going off. Okay, you hear me? His story didn't make no sense. Don't nobody just pop up pregnant. You got her pregnant, sir. You with that Superman tattoo on your chest. Ugh, that right there shows he's a clown. But, that's just my opinion. Anyway, so Tatiana overheard him. And she like, well, what y'all was talking about? Because I heard you saying something. Like, what was you talking about? And so I'm telling her the truth. This man sit up here and lied to myself. I think I'm starting to catch feelings for you. I think I'm starting to fall in love with you. Even she don't believe this nonsense. Like, you could have saved that, sir. Like, these men later on acting like a bunch of middle schoolers. I promise you, acting like they my son age. Anyway, he's 13. So Brandon and Keke are supposed to be cooking together. It's their turn to cook. I was disappointed in Keke because I just knew when it was her turn, she was going to be throwing down in the kitchen. No, she was not. She is delegating tasks to other people. She told somebody, boil the noodles, strain them. Okay. And put them in the freezer. What pasta dish requires you to boil noodles and freeze them? Like, girl, if you don't want to cook, just go on somewhere. Get out the kitchen. Say that. Even if you can't cook, you can help put some seasoning on something. You can do something. She was giving lazy. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. So, she tells Brittany that she's not really feeling well. She should have really played on this, but she didn't. Britt goes and tells Brandon to check on her. And he asks her, like, well, are you not feeling well because of all the drinking last night? And she's like, it's not that. Like, why do you keep bringing up the drinking? I'm tired of hearing about it, basically. And on one hand, I do feel like, why do you keep badgering her? Because she's grown. She want to keep drinking, let her drink. If you can't deal with her drinking, let her go. Y'all just met today. Like, you ain't got a dog in this fight, let her go. But they supposedly been talking on the phone for 4 years. You didn't know that she liked to, get a little swig every now and then. You didn't know that till now? Okay. Or maybe he knew and that's why, he keep on going on about it. But she don't want to stop. So what you gonna do? And you can drink and get your behind in the kitchen at the same time, Keke. You can drink some wine and help us cook. And it should have just been them two, but anyway. But I do believe he cares for her. I absolutely think he cares for her, because he wasn't even pushing the whole, like, I'm supposed to be cooking and you not helping me cook there. He was more so worried about the drinking. And it seemed like it was coming from a place of care. But this just ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. So Alicia and Irvin go to meet with the lady, aka the therapist. So Alicia feels like she's been criticized, not a damn person. She can't be herself. That's a new lemonade from Chick-fil-A. But let me not do too much because I need a sponsorship. I haven't been drinking, I promise. I need a sponsorship to be advertising y'all stuff. But anyway, it's alright, it's cool. But anyway, so he doesn't feel like she's affectionate. She's not affectionate. That's not a feeling, that's a fact. But it's still early. Like, we gotta remember, y'all been talking on the phone, y'all been on FaceTime, but sometimes it take a while to build that comfort and that chemistry in person. And I don't know if she's been through something in her past, but she don't like to be touched, or she just don't like him. I don't know. We don't know. That's why y'all need to be talking about why you don't cuddle, you're not affectionate, and all that stuff. Y'all need to be having some deeper conversations. What have y'all been talking about? Now, her autoimmune disorder comes up again, and he feels like she's like kind of weaponizing that and using that as her go-to. I do too, a little bit. I feel like she was always this way. I mean, obviously something had to happen to make her be the way she is, but I feel like it wasn't because of the autoimmune situation. I think that's just another added layer, but I think she been like that. Now, I don't think they got anything out of meeting with the therapist. I really don't. But, that's just me. So, half the house at this point is helping Brandon cook. Because, mind you, he got to cook for 14 people. And Keke left him high and dry without a care in the world. I don't know if that man she living with, if he been taking care of her, she used to people weighing on her hand and foot. Honey, it's not like he's like, oh, well, I'm going to cook tonight. Tomorrow you cook. The task is that you're supposed to cook together. And you're not doing the task. And then you didn't even let me know. So, yeah, I'm going to feel away. So, Keke just strolling by the pool talking to Brittany. Tell me, I don't know if I should go in there. Girl, I don't care what. Talk about it on the inside in the kitchen. Go in there first and find out. If you debating, then you need to go in there and find out. Because that's where you're supposed to be. These people got to cook again when it's their turn. So, Brandon asked Keke if she's dependable. No. But anyway, he know the answer. And then he expresses his frustrations, rightfully so. Now, she don't like that he asked her if she's dependable in front of everybody. I mean, like, maybe that would be an odd question, but he backed it up with, because I'm supposed to be cooking with you and I can't depend on you right now. You left and you didn't even get no explanation. You said you was sick, but I see you walking around. Like, what's going on? She started acting like she's some sort of victim. Girl, I don't want to hear it. Save it. The women and the man all can go back home for me. Excuse me. So at dinner, Keke got the nerve to get a plate. Girl, you better be glad you eating anything. You better be eating some chips, whatever we got in the pantry, honey. You ain't getting none of this. You ain't help with this. And he up there, ran up there, shout out to my sous chefs, shout out to, thank you to me for putting together such a good dish. Thank you for my sous chefs. Not Keke, in case you were wondering. She just sitting there like, ooh, yeah, girl. But she still ate that food, though. So, Jared decides to play a messy game. And the game is, everybody got to write down on an index card. Like, if today was the day that they had to make today was decision day. What would the decision be? Would they stay with their partner? Or would they not? Yes or no? So, let me hurry up. Child's getting dark. So, everybody write down their answers. We had 8 yeses, 4 no's, and 2 undecideds. And I'm sure all the yeses came from the women, or at least majority of them. Majority of them. I'm going to say majority of them, because I'm sure Cinco gave a yes. I think he gave a yes. And I want to say maybe, what's his name? Clavassier, Pastor Clavassier gave a yes. Maybe. And then the undecided, we kind of know, because they start telling. Charlie said, she said, hell yes. Somebody played Foolish by Ashanti for me. Keke wrote undecided, but she said she wrote that because she saw Brandon write no. And he confirmed that he said no. But at least he just said no, because some of the other guys was putting a little extra stank on it, okay? They was like, putting a little extra razzle-dazzle on it, okay? They couldn't just say no. Because they had a hell no and an F no. Child. So Brandon not only had to cook for 14 people, now he washing dishes. And what is Keke doing while he's washing 14 people's dishes after he cooked for 14 people? She decided to grab a pool stick. She want to have a little game of pool. Girl, go home. Goodbye. He should have been saying hell no, but I digress. So Keke tries to talk to him about him writing no. He rejects her, and she had a nerve to say she feel abandoned. Girl, he felt abandoned in that kitchen. Where were you when I needed you to help me cook, help me clean? Girl, you abandoned him. A few people are having a round table to discuss Brandon and Keke. So they both come over. And Brandon, because Keke was like, I thought we was past the drinking. Why we keep talking about this? And he was like, how are we past the drinking and you drinking again? And she's talking about, it's just wine. It's alcohol in it, baby. Wine has alcohol. Even if you drink a Stella Rosa and it's only 5% and it's so light, you could give it to an animal. It don't matter. It's still alcohol. So Ty and Brittany are getting their couples massages. Brittany feels like he just play all day. Like, it's not giving romantic. It's giving homey vibes because he just plays too much. And no woman especially. I don't really think nobody like anybody that just play too much. Like, play all day. Like, you don't know when to quit. You don't know when to say when. Like, you gotta know when to stop. But she need to tell him that. I haven't seen her tell him that. Not this camera. What is this camera doing? Child, I guess it's because it's getting dark. Let me hurry up. So Brittany vents to Tatiana about her drinking and said when her mom passed away, she turned to the bottle. You might got a problem, babe. Like, the more I'm hearing, now I see why Brandon acting the way he acted. I'm just saying. Tatiana doesn't hold her accountable at all. So the fellas are outside discussing Jared's messy game at dinner. He couldn't wait to get the message. He could not wait. And why, you ask? Because he don't want to say F no. He just couldn't wait to tell everybody. Anybody who will listen, okay? He yelled it so loud, I don't know how Charlie didn't hear it in the house. So Brandon confirms he said no, obviously. Jared said that because Chris was like, I said hell no. And in his confessional, Jared was like, Charlie got too many kids. Like, what you thought? What you thought I was, a sucker? A lollipop? What you thought? No, I don't want her and all them kids. Child, I knew he wouldn't stay with her, with all them children. Especially because of the way she went about it. Like, she would have had more of a leg to stand on if she didn't lie about 3 out of 4 of them. Okay, y'all both on even playing for, like, I feel like they both trash when it comes to, like, sneaking and lying about newborns. But, girl, you had 2 more kids. Like, it put a little extra on your side because you lied about that. Okay? Cinco mentions that Charlie got his name tatted. Tat it up. I ain't seen that tattoo yet. Prove it. I got to see it to believe it at this point. I don't believe that lady got that man name tattooed. I ain't see a tattoo on her body at all, actually. Prove it. Where is it? I ain't see not even the letter J. So till I see it, I don't believe it. But anyway, whatever. Let's just say, for the sake of the storyline, that she does have his name tattooed, which is foolish, because why would you do that with some man you never met? Girl, you don't do that with no man. First of all, you just don't do it. Everybody know it's like a jinx, like you just don't do it. Like, I'll imagine maybe a little matching occasion or something. Definitely not getting a man's name and he's not getting your name too, which he will obviously not do now with all these children. But he said, look, because the scene was like, and you cracked. And he was like, no, I didn't. But I will. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to crack. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about sleeping with her. Like, that's the new term we use for hitting it. He cracked. He said he been waiting for 4 long years to crack. You ain't been waiting that much because you just had a baby. So waiting where? Okay, what are you talking about? If you wanted to sleep with this lady so bad, why you didn't get in your car or a quick little flight or a train ride and go see her? But you want to sleep with her now. Mind you, she just had a baby 4 weeks ago. She's already fertile. 4 weeks ago. Now she's the most fertilest she probably gonna be. It ain't even been 6 weeks yet. She ain't supposed to be having no baby. No, she ain't supposed to be doing none of that. Or unless you want to be baby daddy number whatever. But he don't care. He just want to get the draws. This conversation was just so immature between the men though. Oh, you cracked her. Ooh, la. Ugh. Yuck. Girl, when I watch this back, girl, I hope you just leave men alone for a while. Stop worrying about men and worry about your children, girls. Please. These men can't be trusted. So they trying to figure out, well, who else said no? They're like, well, probably Irvin. Probably. I would think so. I would think so. So Jared lies to Charlie in her face. And that's my major problem. Because he did try to tell her. Like, when she first told him about it, he was like, that's a lot of kids. She's like, let's just give it a try. He should have stood on business and been like, that's a lot of kids. Or, if he wanted to say in the show, he could have been like, look, let's just see how the next 3 weeks go. Let's just get to the end of this and see how it goes. I don't feel like you even had to lie to this lady to crack or nothing like that. And that's no shade. I'm just saying how she explained how this newborn baby came about. I don't think he would have had to lie like that. He could have been like, let's just see how this goes. Like Chris is telling Alexis. He didn't have to be like, oh, let me move to Dallas. Let me try to apply for a job out there. I'm tired of living. I said, hell yes. I pinky promise. I definitely said yes. And she like, look, her intuition is right now. How she acts on it is wrong. But she's had an intuition that he was messing with somebody else when she got pregnant. She was right. And she has an intuition that he said no. And girl, he didn't just say no. He said F no. But she gonna go along with it. And he's basically saying, look, he gonna play the long game and play the nice guy, villain era until he get what he want. And next week it look like they going to the boom boom room. Charlie girl, you might want to get that tattoo covered up. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode down in the comments. Like the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.